Wow, smells amazing. I wanna buy it.
Love this fragrance. It's something more on the business style for some reason. This has extended longevity.
Oh, yes. Hello, guys.
Hi.
Welcome to our channel to explore which dupe is the best and what is the dupe actually. Today we would like to speak about Baldafrique and a lot of fragrances that compare to Baldafrique and always called as a dupes, twists, imitation or inspiration.
Yeah, inspired by Baldafrique. Because I think the main reason is that the majority of people who adores Baldafrique complain on the longevity of this fragrance. So we'll figure out which option is the best.
Sure, if we start digging up in the word dupe, something should be etalon. Something should be original, first one.
Yeah.
And when it comes to the first one, it's Baldafrique. In this sweet citrusy vibes, something that's clean, mass appealing. Do you know where it was released?
Where or when?
When?
When? In 2009.
Please.
Thank you. So, I love this fragrance.
Fresh, vibrant, mass appealing citrus, not very soury. More for me, not the citrus, more something fruity, but not over sweet.
But among the notes, there is Amalfi lemon, the one lucky one, you know, grown in Amalfi, marigold and bergamot. Then it also has violet, which Dmitry does not really like, cyclamen, and in the base, it's a vetiver, which I can feel here very obvious, musk, and cedar.
Yeah, so for me, if describing this fragrance, the salesman of Toyota come to my mind. Something, not a mass market, expensive thing. And the person who work in this industry, who always try to please you, sell you a lot, who should be very on a shorthand with everyone around. A lot of people think that it's very sophisticated, delicate fragrance. I don't think so. For me, it's a classic salesman who can see and feel you perfectly, and when it needs to be, he or she are soft and elegant. When not, he's pushy and move you forward.
Yeah, this fragrance definitely has something from both characteristics you just mentioned. For me, this is a perfect fragrance for the humid weather. I adore how it sounds, specifically when it's raining. I find it's the best time for it to open with the most beautiful side, but it doesn't have any bad side for me as well. Just sometimes it sounds more citrusy, sometimes it sounds more kind of vetiver-y, you know, this type of scent. I don't know how to call it, a little bit herbal and earthy and humid, something like that. Yeah, and I'm not a Toyota salesman, but I still love wearing this fragrance, so it's just association.
Yeah, sometimes we get association with the fragrance, and here I can feel it a lot, and I agree with vetiver feeling that you just said, and also this fragrance for me is something not any season particularly. It's more of a signature scent that you can wear depending on your mood. As you can say, it's about the rainy weather. For some people, it's just everyday scent. That's it is. Pretty nice, easygoing, citrusy fragrance.
Yeah, but I have a question here. Yep. Like for years of sales, you notice that it attracts attention of people.
Yeah.
But it's pretty not simple. But this is the fragrance which is easy to understand, right? It's slightly citrusy, pretty light, fresh. Fragrance for every day. So why is it popular? Why it became so popular that it attracts the whole industry to work on creating something similar?
I wouldn't say it's like easygoing and easy to understand this fragrance. I think it's just something this fragrances make it mass appealing. So in the store I can see doesn't mean what fragrances person like when he or she smell this perfume, particular Baldafic, it's always a wow, smells good. It's not particularly wow, smells amazing, I wanna buy it. No, it just smells good. So that one, alongside with a lot of reviews speaking about these fragrances, let's give this idea. I think of
Popularity, yeah.
popularity. That's gain popularity because it's easy to. It's not easy to understand. It's that fragrance that you smell, and almost everyone around you will say it smells good. We move to another one, which is our recent addiction to our collection. This golden monkey Hanuman from Boadicea the Victorious.
Finally we got it.
Yeah.
This is the release of 2016.
Yeah, so it's 7 years, and it's already can be considered as a dupe because it was like really after. I wore this recently. The open compared to the first one, it's more green for me.
I agree here. Yeah, maybe it's a kind of zesty part of lemon.
For me, it's like
bergamot.
more like lemon leaves here, even though they do not mention that for them it's a lemon, bergamot, orange blossom, but something green here for sure.
It also has asmanthus, neroli, and magnolia. It's actually lots of flowers in the middle, and again vetiver in a base, cedar, musk, and amber, sandalwood as well.
I don't feel too much of something very floral. Especially yesterday or day before I sprayed this fragrance.
Oh, really?
So for me, it's a citrus with the bitter notes, with something green, like green leaves. On the dry down, it moves to something earthy and woody. And even on aftermath, I think it's about 10 hours since I sprayed. It's not the mossy part. It's something close to patchouli, but not patchouli. Something easygoing patchouli, I would say.
Interesting that you said about patchouli, because I also feel that on me after a while. But for me, interesting how without any notes as violet or iris or orris, it actually has something in common with it for me. Because for me, this fragrance, my skin again, sounds more powdery. This is how I characterize this fragrance. What is responding that among the notes, I'm not sure. I think the bitterness you get is maybe coming from neroli.
Maybe orange blossom as well.
Yes, this kind of bitter leaves, which I agree are pretty prominent here. Yes, comparing to Baldafic, for sure, this has extended longevity.
Oh yes,
and
much more.
This was, if the trial was to recreate something similar or inspired by Baldafic scent, and to prolong the longevity, this is very good. But not only the difference in between some notes and the longevity, but also the price tag is very different, right? Boadicea the Victorious, they always announce that they're using the best materials to create their fragrances, plus the creation of the bottles. It's a handcraft. So
yeah, and you can feel that it's slightly richer, slightly deeper. Staying power, yes, and it have this boldness compared to Baldafic, which is much more on the sunny side, something lighter. That in Hanuman you can feel it's a little bit more on a darker, woodier version
part,
of Baldafic.
Yeah, definitely.
Wouldn't say if we compare. To be honest, Baldafic is just nothing compared to Hanuman. After you smell Hanuman, it's almost impossible to.
Yeah, I still can get some vetiver,
but it's so nothing.
Yeah.
So the concentration here is white.
It's much more brighter.
White, which we much more brighter.
Another fragrance, number 3, is Al Rayhan by Attar collection, and this one is a release of 2017. This fragrance is not the obvious dupe, because not so many people, I think, are aware about the existence of Attar collection. Why, I don't know, but I checked on Fragrantica that the majority of people who own Baldafic They talk about Contralto and Hanuman, but less people know about Rayhan, which is actually the most affordable among them all,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So among the notes, they announced something different here. They announced mango and lemon zest.
White flowers, same with Baldafric, I think.
Yeah.
Magnolia was there. Yeah.
I think they mentioned white flowers, and that's it. So it's also tangerine and praline, jasmine and violet. It's so light.
This fragrance is for me much more on the sweeter side, and it have this I don't know, maybe from violet it have this lucum vibes.
But there is a lucum or something like that announced.
Yeah, so which always has sweet and also powdery on the top. It always reminds me another stuff. It's marmalade gummy bears.
Like
Which
Haribo?
not the Haribo. I don't remember the brand, but they have it covered in a sugar dust.
But is it sour or
No, it's sweet. It's sweet. It's pretty same gummy bears, but it's always covered like lucum in this.
Yeah, powder.
Powder or
this powder is kind of already soaked in this fruitiness.
Yeah,
I get it.
that's the main thing that's come to my mind. And yeah, because it's much more sweeter, that for me smells have a gender, goes more to the feminine side.
Interesting. For me, it's still unisex because the scent profile is the same for me, even though I can feel that it's sweeter. It has a level of sweetness, let's say. If Baldafric and Hanuman are not sweet at all for me, this one, yes, it has slightly sweet undertones with the praline and lucum notes, but still same kind of vibrant. But this is the citrusness, which is not the energetic one. This is kind of subtle citrusy notes in all these compositions for me.
Yeah, I agree. On me and to my nose, it's still more on a gourmand side, something like sweet delight feeling. I don't feel much of woody notes. Longevity here is about 6 hours. Compared to Baldafric, it's much better. By price point, it's much better as well. Vibes is different. It's more on easygoing side, so vibes will be pretty same with Baldafric, but a little bit more gourmand.
Yes, I agree here, and probably I have to think about this fragrance. I love the price tag, you know. And I use a lot of Baldafric, so I have to keep some.
And our last one for today is Contralto from Sospiro.
I think this is the release of 2022, if I'm not mistaken. And this has some extras among the notes. I think it's a balsamic notes. And now you sprayed it, and from initial spray I can feel the balsamic
for me,
something.
For me, less citrusy.
More woodsy.
Yeah,
and balsamic notes are so obvious for me right now, maybe after all the fragrances we already smelled.
And I would say even it's not such lemon here, it's more about orange.
And they announced orange blossom, pink pepper, clove. Actually, it has some spiciness to it. I can't say it's in particular.
I wouldn't say, with the pink pepper, it's hard to say this is the pink pepper because it's not smells like a pepper. It's more something bright.
Yes, and something sparkly.
Sparkling. Yeah.
What's remarkable here for sure is the juniper berries. Lots of people say they do feel chestnut here. You? Because I don't. Gaillac wood is also here, cashmeran, vanilla, and Peru balsam, which I feel more. For the chestnut, I know another fragrances which we have, which really smells like fried chestnut. It's from Pantheon Roma, I think. I forgot the name. But that one is a gourmand fragrance and another style. Here, it's more woodsy for me, more balsamic. But the citrusiness, actually now I can feel some kind of maybe orange zest. This citrusy, not the bitter one, but more sweet
this fragrance smells for me more on the side of something tranquil. If Baldafrique and Rayhan smells more on the bright, joyful, a bit of sophistication, and Hanuman, here in Contralto, I smell tranquility.
Interesting.
Even though it's very citrusy.
And spicy as well, with
Yeah.
clove and with the pepper. Interesting how actually all of them has similarities, but all of them are different, especially when you try after a while. They
Yeah.
all has something different. And among the notes, yeah, it's very different, especially when you see when you compare the notes, it doesn't seem to be very similar. Contralto for me is I don't know, is something more on a business style for some reason. I can picture that fragrance somewhere on the serious meeting, you know, where you have to make impression, but this impression is supposed to be done by your intelligence and by your discipline, by these qualities, not the appearance, you know. It just highlights more the personality qualities for me.
I agree here. This, I don't know, somehow this fragrance has calmed me down so much, so I'm just like,
After this,
yeah, I don't know.
Dmitry will have a nap.
And you know this, if you smell in reverse from Contralto,
Yeah.
after you smell the Contralto, you smell Rayhan, and it become woodsy fragrance, clean woodsy fragrance.
Rayhan, I agree, and you can feel like white woods. And Boadicea, the Victorious Hanuman now becoming more clean
Yeah.
fragrance out of all these four.
And Baldafrique is not existing.
And Baldafrique, yeah, I can catch still some vetiver.
Yeah. So summing up about the dupe, not dupe hype, which one is dupe? Yeah, sure, Baldafrique is a classic already. It was first on this, and this kind of combination opened the gate for other fragrances. Are they absolute dupe? No, they're absolutely different, as you can see by our smelling session. We also would like to invite you to come to the store to try all of them to understand.
And invite you to comments to express your thoughts if you have these fragrances or you've tried them,
Yeah.
how it seems for you, which is dupe, because I think dupe is also considered as something cheaper than the original.
It depends.
Not in this case, yeah, we were not taking this to attention a lot, more about the scent and trying to represent it somehow in a different way.
So summing up again, Baldafrique more mass appealing, more easygoing, like an Apple iPhone. Rayhan will be more sweet, bit like sweet marmalade. Contralto for me spicier and more tranquil, but for you a little bit different.
Yeah, more business.
More business. And Hanuman more on sophistication, something depth, luxury, and you can feel it from the fragrance, from the complexity of the fragrance. It's up to you what to choose. We accept any choices here.
Any opinions
as well. And stay fragrant. Thank you for watching.
See you next time. Bye.